Good morning and welcome to Planet Ice in Lafayette, Louisiana, where today Acadiana Veterans Hockey Planet Ice on Chennault, Louisiana. Welcome everyone. Today Acadiana Veterans Hockey Planet Ice morning in Lafayette. Welcome everyone. Today Acadiana Veterans Hockey Planet Ice morning in Lafayette. Welcome everyone. Today Acadiana Veterans Hockey Planet Ice morning in Lafayette.
Hopefully they can use that practice, have a little more organization here to combat against the raw skill that is coming on the Acadiana side. But yeah, that close scoreline before definitely gives hope to this Chennault team.
Plenty of hope for Chennault when it only being a 6-4 game. So with that in mind, you've played this team close. So you would imagine there will be a good chance that Chennault can come away with the win. We'll take a look at the rosters in just a moment for both Acadiana and Chennault. But before we jump into that, there are some special names we do want to recognize. Bill Love with the Aces, Max and Courtney and Eric with the Acadiana Veterans for making this event possible. And also to the Eskimo Frozen Custard for being the fuel that drives the Chennault Aces. Visit the Monroe and West Monroe locations located on Forsyth Avenue in McMillan Road. And also to Ty Phillips and Olivia Clark for making this broadcast possible. But we are moments away from puck drop between Chennault and Acadian. We'll take a look at the starting lines for each respective side before we ensue this broadcast. First for Acadiana and their starting lines, which include Josh Bro, Tyler Yovbo, along with Ty Manson. That's the first line for Acadiana. Byron Volmer, Nick Black, and Phil Gullimon. And a third line that features Ryan Manchester, Tony Ciccio, and Angelo Iorio, Mitchell Stanton, Tyler Brown, and Robbie Stewart. Acquire the fourth line for Acadiana. The defensive pairings for the Acadiana veteran side includes Max Dugas along with Jake Brinley, Casey Vidrine, and Eric Iorio. And the goaltenders for Acadiana, Jimmy Hagel and Squints Phillips. But a lot can be made for a roster of Acadiana with coming away with a 6-4 win. And Marcus, they have plenty of experience.
Yes, they do. On the side of Acadiana, rounding out their first line, we have number 14, TJ Murphy, Philip Snow, and Lane Cowart rounding out that first line. On offense, we've got Hunter Blackman, we've got Brenton Creighton, and Joseph Marble for that second line. And filling in for Bradley Bettle, we've got Cal Comier, Josh Neal, and Jake Messer for that third line offense, and Bill Love, Matt Neal, and Spencer Blackman for the fourth line of offense for Acadiana. We've got Stephen Bork and Mitchell Clark as the first line defense. We've got Landon Kimball and Lance Bamberg on the second line. And filling in that third line defense, we have Jake Ross and Chance Nethery. And in goal for Acadiana, we have Seth Hamby.
Plenty of numbers all across the roster to pay attention to in this game, but this is a tremendous event for the community of Lafayette. And when you have a meetup like this, you can't help but appreciate how rich the sport of hockey is building here in Louisiana here, Marcus.
Yeah, of course, there's talks and rumors going around the NHL as possible team here in the next few years. I think there's been rumors about possible expansion teams coming up to maybe 34, 36 teams in the next 5 to 10 years. And New Orleans, I believe, is on that list of possible locations for a expansion team. So this is an exciting time for hockey in the state of Louisiana.
Plenty to like about hockey flourishing in the state, with the Louisiana Drillers also playing in the NA3HL. But as we are moments away from the start of today's game, we'll pause for the national anthem and be back with you on the Chennault Aces Broadcast Network. Back live at Planet Ice in Lafayette. Set to get underway between Chennault and Acadiana. This second meeting in as many weeks between both Chennault and Acadiana. And there's nothing like the anticipation before a game near puck drop, Marcus. What's going on through the minds of these players before this game ensues?
I mean, there's a lot here. I think with it being such a close game and a high scoring game at that, there is definitely a lot to pinpoint as far as where things went wrong or where things went right for your team, and trying to fix where you can, and use the practice you have, the little practice that they have to the best use of their abilities. One thing I do want to notice here as we went through the lineups, I am noticing that the Acadiana defense actually runs 3 lines deep. So that may be something that comes to play if the Aces defense look a little tired towards the end of the game.
Look to pay attention to that as we are set and ready to go. Acadiana to take on Chennault here this morning from Planet Ice. And we are underway here from Lafayette. Puck heads deep in towards the Acadiana zone, where they dish the puck in towards the left wing side. Away goes Chennault on the move as they send the puck in deep. Back to retrieve the loose puck. Max Dugas for Acadiana before the puck heads in towards the neutral zone and into the defending end for the Chennault Aces, where this is sent down for icing. So, what are you looking for in a matchup between these two teams? What stands out as the key indicators you expect to see here, Marcus?
I'm looking to see some clean passes here. I think with Acadiana having more of the raw talent and speed, I'm looking for clean cut passes to each other, maybe some shots from deep, like you just saw here from the defense of the Aces. But I think
From the right
the
wing
passing
side,
here.
Chennault in the attacking right wing before the puck is sent towards the right point and on out. Back to retrieve the loose puck for Chennault. Along the right side is Landon Kimball. And they come left wing side, driving towards the net. A toe drag and a save made on the effort by Jimmy Hagel. And a stoppage in play as we have just gotten underway here.
And there's that passing that I was talking about, the lead passing by the Aces. They are very, very good at these stretch passes down the boards.
Off the face-off, Brendan Creighton wins 1-2 cleanly and sent deep by Acadiana. On in deep right wing side, a 2-on-1. Shot stopped on the effort by Hamby. As and Chennault looks to clear the puck out. In towards the left wing side, and they battle. First one to it, Brian Vollmer for Acadiana before the puck is sent towards the blue line. Right wing side, shot that went wayward. Here's Vidrine. Sent the puck in deep for Acadiana, left wing side. Missed towards the goal as Chennault looks to clear towards the left point. Vidrine towards the net. They stop made on the effort by Hamby. He sealed the post towards the right wing. This time along the left wing side with Acadiana applying pressure in deep before Chennault able to send the puck in deep towards the goal. And down is Hagel with a haltage in play.
And Acadiana there had a couple of key one-timer passes there in front of the net. Just beautiful passes to the slot that were just shy of being a great scoring opportunity. A couple of maybe a fan on the puck for the first one, and the second one just unfortunate. The pass went right through into the corner.
Acadiana was sustained pressure to begin the opening period. Off the face-off, Chennault able to clear in through the neutral zone. D to D they go. To be played by Vidrine towards the net, and a save made on the effort provided from Jimmy Hagel. So an attacking zone draw for Chennault. They bring their forward line that features Josh Neal at centers, Jake Messert on the right wing, and Cal Comier. Straight off the face-off, puck heads outside of the Chennault attacking end. Through neutral zone, they look to go D to D. Before they look to dump the puck in, that's Chennault. Puck battle along the left half wall. Left wing side, a shot that couldn't find its way towards the net. From the right wing corner, they battle towards the front of the goal. A turnover left side, a shot that was missed on the try from Josh Neal. Back to the left wing point in the slot, right side, broken up. And Acadiana looks to vacate their defending zone, which they do, out through center. From the left wing side, here comes Chennault through the middle. A chance towards the net and off the goalpost and in. Chennault scores first. It's 1-0.
And this is just a great immediate transition from Chennault here, as Acadiana looked like they were going to make the breakout play, but Chennault cutting that off immediately had numbers going the other way, and Josh Neal made a great play to cut into the middle and take the shot from the slot.
So Josh Neal scores the opening goal for Chennault and a 1-0 lead for the visitors. Straight off the face-off left wing side, a centering pass that missed everybody before Acadiana vacates their defending end, and a stretch pass and a breakaway. Right wing side, Robbie Stewart towards the net, and he is stopped by Hamby. From the right wing corner, Acadiana looks to clear right side. A fan chance towards the goal before the puck heads in deep. They battle. Mitchell Stanton is there for Acadiana, back towards the left wing point. Brindley dish towards the net before Chennault looks to clear. Out they go with TJ Murphy before they look to send the puck in deep. But instead, Chennault in their own defensive zone towards the middle. In they come on the rush. Marble towards the net, a high riser before we see the play head into the right wing corner before into the neutral zone. Puck is played towards the back end, and Chennault looks to go on the move. Out they come towards the left wing side. They gain the line through the middle. Chance towards the goal, and making the stop is Hagel. No, they score, and it's 2-0. So back-to-back goals for Chennault. They lead 2-0.
And this is what you want to see if you're Chennault. I mean, after losing that first game, this is extremely important to get a quick start going here. And it looks like even as far as the fourth line is getting work in.
Back in play we go as we see Chennault dump the puck in again. They have been relentless in the early stages. Puck battle behind the net. Acadiana looks to clear their defensive end. From the right wing side, puck held in on the part of Lance Bamberg before Acadiana can clear in through the neutral zone. Right wing side on the entry, cutting in with speed towards left wing corner. Puck heads towards that left end before Acadiana is able to clear on deep. Josh Bro heads in towards the back end as away goes Chennault as they look to break out of their own defensive territory before a break left wing side and a shot that came on the part of Tyler of Gabro out to center from behind the net. They looked to come up with the loose puck. Does Acadiana trailing 2-0 out towards the neutral zone. They look to go on the attack. Puck is still available for either end before Chennault has a break. Left wing side, a chance towards the goal, and a save made on the part of Hagel. Puck still available from behind the net. Worked out high towards the left wing point as a delay penalty is on the way on Acadiana. 2-0 lead on the part of Chennault before the puck is finally touched up. Not quite. But beg your pardon, no delayed penalty, a delayed offside. But here's Chennault. They dump the puck in from behind their own net, trailing 2-0. So here comes Acadiana from the middle in the neutral zone, right wing side, moving in. A shot blocked on its way towards the goal. First one to the puck is Brian Vollmer from behind the net, a centering pass, and they score. From out high, Eric Iorio with the goal. And Acadiana on the scoreboard, it's 2-1.
And that was exactly the play that we saw earlier in this game that they fanned on the shot a couple of times there, but this time Eric Iorio coming through, making sure to get all of the puck on that one. Just a beautiful shot.
To remind you to like and stream Chennault Aces content on social media. Straight off the draw, here comes Chennault as they play the puck within their own defensive end with a 2-1 lead for Chennault. And they look to enter from the left wing side. Here's a shot that's missed off the back glass, straight in front of the net. Here comes Acadiana as they look to play the puck within their own territory. However, claimed on the part of Chennault as they dump the puck in. Opening stages, 2-1 lead for Chennault as we have a haltage in play. Brings us to a stoppage. A 2-1 game. As the face-off to take place in front of the Chennault net in Seth Hamby. Do want to remind you that if you find parking, give Bradley Battelle a call. Bradley knows the best parking locations in the Monroe West area. There's no parking. Bradley comes a parking. Right wing side, cram chance towards the net, and play is stopped. So an
Beautiful.
attacking face-off on the way for Chennault. Shots on goal in favor of the visitors 10-7. Graham chance in front of the net before play is melted by Jimmy Hagel. They score! The puck had eyes as it found its way towards the net, and Chennault leads 3-1.
And I was just about to give credit there to Jimmy Hagel of how well he's been doing. He sprawled out to make that save that put the face off in their corner, but a great wraparound there opportunity off the face off and caught him before he could get across.
So a 3-1 lead for Acadiana, or Chennault rather, as they head in on the rush. Right wing shot that scaled behind the back glass. And this puck is sent out of play. 3-1 lead for Chennault on Acadiana. The face-off to the right, the Acadiana goaltender Jimmy Hagel. But a 3-1 game. You look at how things played out the last time between these two adversaries. From the left point, here's Chennault, dish through the middle, backhander chance, miss on the try that came on the part of McNeil from the left half wall. A bid towards the front, blocked on its way. Good block by Vidrine. Towards the right wing corner, they battle before Acadiana is able to vacate the defending end and send the puck in deep, where this leads to no icing. Here's Acadiana with the puck towards the left wing side. Puck held by Vidrine. Here comes Chennault on the move, in with speed. Here's a shot that came on the part of Neal. Worked out high towards the neutral zone, where Chennault has the puck within their own possession before they dump the puck in. Here's Acadiana in their own defensive territory, where play is stopped, where face-off to take place in the neutral zone.
And Chennault is just doing a great job all around here. They're getting the puck out of their zone almost immediately every time, making sure that Acadiana can't get set. They can't get their plays to come together. And when they're on offense, Chennault is keeping traffic in front. You'll see usually one or two players, at least one to screen and one setting up in the slot for a one-timer, and it's doing a lot of damage here for Chennault.
Puck sent deep for within the defending zone of Chennault. 15 minutes to go in the period, where Chennault looks to vacate their own defending end. Out they come, where on the move for Chennault, right wing side. They venture with Lane Corwall in front of the net, where Acadiana looks to clear their own defending end. They do. On in deep, and back to retrieve is Mitchell Kark for Chennault. He funnels the puck ahead, and in they come with Bill Love before puck sent back in deep by Acadiana. They look to go on the forecheck. With Max Dugas there, centering pass that found through the middle. McNeil, Lane Kowalt also sent the puck in deep. Right wing side, TJ Murphy left the puck behind, and play is stopped. Glad you're with us on the Chennault Aces YouTube page in a 3-1 game with Chennault in the lead. Face-off to take place just outside the Acadiana defending zone. And off draw. It's Acadiana with the puck within their own defending territory. Puck sent well deep. 13 minutes to go in the first period. Back deep is Lance Bamberg for Chennault. As they send the puck through the neutral zone, puck was missed on the try from Hunter Blackman. From the right wing side, they battle before the puck is sent toward the Chennault end. And we're back to retrieve for the Aces is Lance Bamberg. Backhanded pass through the neutral zone where Chennault looks to enter in. Right side, slowed up, and play is halted. And an offside call as Landon Kimball was over the line with his line mates too early.
And that is something that Chennault has been trying to work on here. Is uh, the last time that these two teams met, there was a lot of getting caught offsides. It looks like it's not completely fixed yet, but that is something that they're gonna try and work on is puck entry into the offensive zone.
And here comes Acadiana trailing 3-1 before Chennault is able to clear through the neutral zone. Outstretched pass back in deep to defend. Puck is funneled to Jimmy Hagel. He moves the puck towards his defensive pairing and slows it down with 12 minutes to go in the opening period here from Planet Ice.
Still plenty of time for Acadiana to try to get back in this period.
Creighton
As
off the face-off, backhander dish before Acadiana is able to clear, and out they come with a 2-on-2 chance before the puck is forward ahead, blocked by a Chennault body, right wing side, where Eric Yorio chipping in from the defensive side in on the rush. But here comes Brenton Creighton driving towards the net. Puck heads towards the goal before behind the net. Here comes Chennault as they look to maintain their forecheck. Back out high, Lance Bamberg before Chennault able to play with their own defensive territory. Their D-men send the puck on down well deep into the Chennault end, and this heads for icing with 10 and 50 to go in the first period. So yet another attacking zone draw. 3-1 lead for Chennault. Fantastic morning for hockey from the ever-growing state of Louisiana here in Lafayette. From the right side, here comes Chennault as they look to disperse out of their defending end. Here is Acadiana from the left half wall, blocked on its way towards the goal before Chennault looks to clear. From the left circle, back out high, a shot towards the net, blocked on the effort that came from Max Dugas, and away goes Chennault in on the rush. In they come towards the net and stopped by Hagel.
beautiful save there by Hagel, one-on-one play. I mean, the Aces had all the time in the world there. They're getting the stretch passes, they're getting the breakaways, and Hagel has been able to stop them in their tracks.
Face off from the left circle, one out high. Here is the shot that went behind the net. A puck battle behind the cage. Comier from behind the net looked to funnel the puck to his defensive pairing outside with Jake Messier. But instead, through the neutral zone, Acadiana see Chennault go on the attack. Here is a bid that goes harmlessly wide of the cage before Acadiana looks to break out. And away on the rush for Acadiana goes Josh Bro before Chennault moves the puck and the puck heads towards the left wing corner. And Chennault looks to break out. And in they come from the right side before the puck is lobbied in deep. And this goes for icing with 8:10 to go in the first period. do want to thank everyone who makes this broadcast possible here from Lafayette. Special thanks to Ty Phillips and our great crew on site. Face off to take place to the right of Jimmy Hagel. And off the tie up, it comes towards the left point where Acadiana looks to clear. Dish towards the right wing corner by Spencer Blackman. Vidrine looks to clear the puck for Acadiana from behind the net. Love called up earlier and haltage in play, and the puck found its way in towards the net. Bill Love has scored, and Chennault leads 4-1.
There's another goal here for the fourth line from the Aces as Bill Love, number 7 here on that fourth line. I believe Matt Neal, who had scored the first goal, had an assist on that play as well.
They're in. Marbles trailing a pass. That is taken away by Acadiana. From the right wing side, they look to send the puck in. Acadiana does through the middle towards the left wing side. Laid on deck by Eric Iorio towards the goal, and they score. And it's a 4-2 game.
Eric Iorio doing all the work here from defense. This is the player to watch for Acadiana, as he is capable of going end to end here with his puck control, playing defense, but he has such an offensive upside to him.
He's got that mindset similar to Cale Makar, where he not only hones in on defense, but also on offense. Here comes Chennault the other way with a chance straight off the draw that came on the part of Hunter Blackman. And behind the net, worked out high, left point. Here's his shot towards the goal. Front of the side on the chance that came from Bill Love again. Boy, he has been everywhere for Chennault from the right wing side. Rimmed around before Acadiana looks to clear. They do. Out towards center. And away goes Acadiana. Chipped in by Tony CCO from behind the goal. In a 4-2 game, Chennault with the lead. They've already matched their scoring output from last time in a shot that came up high from Vidrine. And with 5 minutes remaining in the first period, puck behind the goal. Here comes Chennault as they look to break out. With a 4-2 lead on Acadia. Remember, this was a 4-2 game, 6-4 game the last time these two teams met. From the left point, in goes Chennault on the forecheck. And an icing call with 4:38 to go in the first period.
And I think you're already seeing a little bit of that downside of only having 2 lines of defense. You can see Acadiana not a little afraid to step up into the play, as they know they're going to have to get back. They're giving up the line a little too easy, in my opinion, here. Just like we're giving credit to Eric Iorio, I think they need to take a page out of their teammates' book here and not be afraid to step up into the play.
4 minutes to go in period number 1. Chennault with a 4-2 lead thanks to an offensive onslaught, primarily generated thanks to McNeil. Here they come again, left wing side, and a save made by Hagel. And Acadiana looks to bolt one out into the attacking end. They go with Robbie Stewart from behind the net. Puck heads towards the left wing corner. And Acadiana player and Brian Vollmer took a tumble. They battle along the blue line before out towards center. Puck out of the reach of Brendan Creighton or Chennault through neutral zone. Tyler Brown move the puck ahead before Chennault looks to head the other way in towards the defensive pairing. This heads on down. Icing is call waved. Play continues on with 2:50 to go in the first. So here's Acadiana. They go D to D. Here's Jake Brindley. Chennault on the move. Creighton driving towards that. Creighton stopped by Hagel. From the left wing side. They score! And it's 5-2 Chennault.
And I believe that was Hunter Blackman who posted up in front of the net. Brenton Creighton doing all the work here. He had the tight forecheck on the defenseman, was able to cut off the breakout pass out of their zone, get a shot on, and even chase the puck into the corner, throwing that one in center for Hunter Blackman to finish that one off.
5-2 lead for Chennault. In they come again with a shot. Hagel the save into the right wing corner. They battle. Puck finally springs free. Cal Comier out towards the left point where Acadiana claims the loose disc. And away goes Acadiana, where taking a tumble, Josh Bro. Here's a shot from the point, and a save easily made by Hamby into the corner. 5-2 lead for Chennault on Acadiana. In this battle between two teams, certainly hoping to enjoy the most the great sport in the Bayou here in Lafayette. Through the neutral zone, puck is played along the back end by Acadiana. They cross the line before a clearance attempt. Sets up Chennault on the move. Josh Neal lost the puck on his entryway before the puck is brought over the line offside with under a minute to go in the first period in a 5-2 lead for Chennault.
And as this first period ticks down, like you mentioned earlier, this first meeting between these two teams ended 6-4 for Acadia, and Chennault has already put up 5 goals in this first period on 18 shots. This is going to be an absolute barn burner, as we have 32 shots from both of these teams already just with 20 seconds left in this first period.
High shot volume all across the grid. Here is Acadiana out to the point towards the right wing corner. From the right half wall, a shot towards the net before the puck heads towards the left wing side. Puck held in by Vadrine, who can't keep the puck in the attacking end. And here comes a break for Chennault on the other way before from back end. Play is stopped. We've reached the end of the first period. Chennault with a 5-2 lead on Acadiana after outmatching their scoring total from their last game and a 5-2 lead on Acadiana after one.
Acadiana defense, like I said, I pointed out Eric Iorio earlier in this game as the captain of the Acadiana Veterans Hockey team. He is got such good offensive upside for a defenseman, but I also have to give flowers here to the Acadiana or to the Chennault Aces offense, as I have seen an insane amount of back checking from the offense here. I mean, they are absolutely limiting chances here from Acadiana. I've never seen 3 players, the full offensive line, getting back so quickly, making sure to clog up the middle, making sure to limit chances for Acadiana. And I think that is the biggest tell here in this game as to why Acadiana have only 2 goals for their 14 shots here, as they aren't seeing quite as many chances, but they have the opportunities to put up more numbers here. They just are much lower percentage chances, as like I said, the back checking offense from the Aces are getting back. I've seen a lot of great play from Most notable, Joseph Marble and Josh Neal of the second and third lines, respectively, in their back checking ability to get back and intercept plays before they can even get started for Acadiana. Haven't even been able to get set as Eric Iorio. I give him his flowers for being able to step up, but Jared Brindley in the first match of this these two teams. If you want to go back on the Chennault Aces YouTube channel and watch those highlights, Jared Brindley was a huge player for the Acadiana team for that win, stepping up into a lot of plays and gain a lot of offensive plays going for them. You haven't been seeing that as much. Like I said, the Aces are just limiting the chances and not even letting Acadiana get set up here.
But a 5-2 lead for Chenault. And that leads to the question, what are you saying if you are the bench of Chenault nursing a 5-2 lead? And this is in a place for a team that's not used to having extensive ice time.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I think they have the numbers here. They're three lines deep on D, so I think they just keep doing what they're doing. They just keep skating hard. They keep those passes clean to each other and keep back checking. And they're gonna keep seeing the success that they've already started off the first period with.
And with Acadiana for their end of the equation, what's going through their minds? This is a team that has the experience, and they find themselves trailing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is going back to those highlights that I was talking about. Is uh, Acadiana was able to maintain puck control quite easily in that first game, and I think that Chenault's lack of ice time definitely showed back in that first meeting. But their practice here is definitely paying off as they're taking the pucks off of their sticks here and not even letting Acadiana get set. I think Acadiana really need to be looking at these passes that they're making out of their defensive zone. A lot of forechecking getting cut off. They need to hold on to the puck in the offensive zone a little bit more. I think they're putting some, like I said earlier, some low percentage chances on net. And, if you're Acadiana, I think you hold on to the puck a little bit longer and look for your opportunities.
Look for the chance to optimize with what you have. If you are Acadiana, this is a team that certainly has all the experience in this, a veterans team, and always great to see people of all ages enjoying the game as we are moments away from starting the second period. In a matter of moments, here on the Chanel Aces YouTube page. Glad you're with us here from Lafayette at Planet Ice Arena as second period set to ensue. As Chanel brings out a starting line that features Joseph Marble, Brenton Creighton, and Hunter Blackman. This Chanel team that certainly, with the lack of practice time, they certainly have not shown that after one period. Leading 5-2 as second period about to commence. Nick Black centers his line as already Acadiana brings on two centermen to begin the period. You have two centermen set to take the draw for Acadiana is Nick Black. But a 5-2 lead for Chenault. And the second period is underway. Puck won by Black. In they go on the attack, does Acadiana. Puck held along the left point. Across towards the right side. A pass intended part of Eric Iorio, and away goes Chenault the other way. before Iorio sends the puck all the way down. This heads directly towards net. Hamby dished it aside, no icing. From the right side, Iorio can't hold in the defending zone before Chennault heads back to retrieve the loose puck. Right side, a shot stopped on the shot out high. Good save by Hagel.
I think one thing to note here is Acadia is probably the key player here for Acadiana.
He is so dynamic. As we see Chennault on the move, as they go on the offensive attack. And they continue to battle from the right side with Acadiana on the move before the puck vacates. And away goes Chennault, a shot, and punctured into the left wing corner, out through the middle, left side, another shot, save made by Hagel in towards the left corner, another chance, and another great save. Third try doesn't go in towards the left wing corner. Score!
And that's going to be
6-2.
And that's going to be Josh Neal here on the left side as the Aces just keep maintaining pressure. You heard how many shots they put on target right there in the last 5 seconds, just one after another, and Josh Neal picks it up and throws it left near side as Hagel couldn't get over to the post quick enough for that one. And Josh Neal records the second goal of the game.
6-2 lead for Chennault. Who would have expected this outcome? Well, there's a reason why they play the game. In the second period, puck went out of play. So an attacking zone draw for Chennault to the right of goaltender Jimmy Hagel. Off the face-off, Acadiana looks to clear before they send the puck in deep to Acadiana, where Chennault is able to play from behind the net. Battle along the blue line before play is stopped here in the second period. Face-off take place from the outskirts of the Chennault defending end. 6-2 lead for them. Here's the chance, right wing side. Puck heads towards the blue line. Away for Chennault. On the move goes TJ Murphy. Acadiana player lost his stick. So here comes Acadiana, right side. Moving in, Ty Manson. Before Chennault is able to play the puck with TJ Murphy. Puck sent all the way down. Chennault looks to go in on the forecheck, however, icing the call with 20 minutes remaining in the second period. In a 6-2 game, Acadiana brings in Nick Black along with Phil Gulliman and Brian Volmer in on the faceoff. Black wins another faceoff for Acadiana. From the left side, puck channeled right end towards the net mouth. Right side, hardest out high, and this heads towards the left wing corner. They keep it in the zone for now before the puck finally vacates out in through the neutral zone, where here is Acadiana before the puck is stripped away. Here comes Creighton towards the goal. Save made by Hagel from behind the net. With a 6-2 game, in they go. And finally able to clear the puck out for Chennault. Left wing side. Here comes Chennault again. From the right side, they enter 3-on-2 before they look to go on a line change. Right side, in they come. Right side, a shot that came from Jello Iorio. And Chennault looks to break out. Here in this second period. Right side, here comes Acadiana. They look to volley through the neutral zone. Before the puck is sent well deep. So here comes Acadiana. Iorio. Jello Iorio for Acadiana. With Chennault. They look to bring the puck across the line. In they come. Right side, haltage in play. And offside is the call here in the second period.
And you can definitely tell Chenault's been working on those offside calls. They've got puck carrier coming down the wing, and both offense just sitting on the line, just waiting to see that puck cross before they take a step over that line. They're still getting called a couple times here and there when they're contested on the puck carrier, but overall, it looks like a lot of improvement here from the Aces.
Indiana player fell right side. Puck heads behind the net. Puck played from the right wing, where it could be worked out to the right point behind the net. Here comes Chennault. Right slot, a shot. That goes behind the goal. From the left half wall, Chennault looks to keep the puck in. Surveyed by Casey Vidrine out towards the neutral zone, where Chennault looks to reset. But they turn the puck over. And in for Acadiana on the rush, Jello Iorio. For the defending side for Acadiana. They battle. Another shot towards the goal. Shot count has gone up to 40 in the game, 41 rather. Here in this second period. And away goes Chennault on a 2-on-0. Right side. Here comes a drive from Neal. And he is stopped by Hagel.
And Josh Neal's got to go back and give Hagel credit here, because what a great save he made as Neal went maybe a little too fancy going to the backhand and trying to slip that one through the 5-hole as Hagel moved across, but he got the stick down and made that fantastic save on the 2-0 that Acadia really needs if they're going to get back in this game. And just as I say that, a defensive save from Max Douglas, who just shovels that one out of his own net.
Play that came out high, but here comes Chennault on the move as they look to clear the puck out. Backhander attempt that didn't go from Lane Cowart, but away goes Chennault. They gain the line, right wing side before the puck heads behind the goal. 15 minutes to go in the second period. 6-2 lead for Chennault. They turn the puck over. Tyler Brown with Acadiana on the attack. They clear through the neutral zone, and Chennault looks to go on a rush of their own, where Chennault looks to go on the attack, left side, and finally play is halted with 14:48 to play in the second period.
And you're not seeing a lot of line mismatching here, as both teams are changing pretty much on cue with each other. We're seeing a lot of head-to-head lines, as you just saw the fourth lines against each other going back and forth. Again, shots on net either way. It's good to see your fourth line getting lots of work in like that for both teams.
Here comes Acadiana on the rush. And the puck heads towards the right wing corner. Where towards the left half wall, Chennault with the puck. And they send it deep. They look to go on a forecheck of their own. And on the rush, behind the net, here comes Acadiana. As they look to vacate with Ryan Manchester. And here comes Acadiana as they look to enter in from the left side. Chennault looks to go on the attack with TJ Murphy. Here's a chance from the slot that went harmlessly wide, generated by Landon Kimball for Chennault. Acadiana clears with 12 minutes to go in the second period. A battle along the right wing wall for Chennault. And an enthralling puck battle ensues from the left slot. Chance. Here comes Chennault as they look to enter out. Left side on the rush. And play is halted with 12 and a half to go in the second period.
And if you're the Aces, this is everything you wanted after that first match. I mean, they were probably kicking themselves after how close that game was with minimal practice time, and they've really pieced it together to show Acadiana what they're capable of in this game.
Off the face-off and goes Chennault on the attack. Left wing side. Work towards the right half wall, a centering pass that did not go before the puck heads out towards the right point. They send the puck in deep. Goes Chennault as Acadiana has a chance. Left wing side, a breakaway towards the goal. Backhander, they score!
And Nick Black just going nearly end to end here as the defense for the Aces steps up into the play and just gets beat. And Nick Black just takes a couple of steps forward and beats the back checking Joseph Marble. And Nick Black just gave himself all the time in the world on that breakaway, pulls it left side and back to the backhand, beats Hamby clean.
And a 6-3 lead for Chennault with 11 minutes to go in the second period. Puck worked out high for Vidrine. And out goes Chennault as they go on the rush. Brendan Creighton, he's got a breakaway, broken up brilliantly by Casey Vidrine at the net. And sprawling to make the save is Jimmy Hagel.
Hagel's had to stretch out for a couple of those now to get them covered because, man, the Aces are all over the place. Joseph Marble, just such a great mind for the game. As you saw him already back checking last play, knowing that breakaway was coming, just didn't have the speed to catch up to Nick Black. And here he tries jumping on the puck when he sees it in close, and Hagel just has to make a great sprawling play to cover that puck up before he can get to it.
Creighton jams towards the net, towards the left wing point. Chennault looks to hold the defending zone before Acadiana is able to clear. 10 minutes to go in the second period here from Planet Ice Arena. From the right wing side, Acadiana chips the puck in. Where behind that, here comes Chennault. Before they turn the puck over, left wing side, a centering pass in the direction of Lane Colbert was out of his reach. Cello Iorio. He has played a tremendous role offensively. Acadiana player fell down. Here comes Chennault with Jake Messer. They look to gain the line from the right half wall. He overlooks the scene, impeded defensively thanks to Eric Iorio. Centering pass and clearing the puck is Acadiana. Away goes Chennault. As they lobby the puck in deep, Josh Neal is on for Chennault before Acadiana plays the puck in their own defensive end. From the back end, Acadiana sends the puck as it chips its way on down. No icing. Chennault looks to clear. This is Josh Neal. He gains the line, heading down right wing side. Neal centering pass, right side, and Hagel makes the save. In a 6-3 game, now here comes Acadiana. They have a rush towards the net. Left wing side, it goes towards the left point, and away goes Chennault. Jake Messer, 2-on-1 with Josh Neal. Neal awaits. Neal centering pass, the trail to play before the Acadiana defense returns to catch up to the play. And the puck is chopped on out to center by Acadiana. In a 6-3 game, puck miss the stick from the left side on the attacking rush. Here comes Chennault on the other way before play is stalled.
And there we
Tyler
saw
Brown generated the chance for Acadiana.
Josh Neal doing his work, as I believe he has 2 goals in this game. He trying to get some more stats on his sheet as he tried to sauce that pass over to the wing, but great defensive play by Jared Brindley to chop that one down and diffuse the play there.
Here come the Aces as they look to go on the attack. Before Acadiana holds the puck in their own defending end, and a turnover. Right side, puck funneled straight towards the goal, and Hagel is able to make another save. Great work on the stop by Hagel. Attacking zone draw for Chennault, leading 6-3. Off the face-off, Marble goes into work from behind the net. Chennault looks to enter on their rush. Left wing side. Puck battle ensues. Where Marble looks to maintain offensive zone time for Chennault before the puck is vacated. And Chennault back to retrieve is Matt Neal. This is a Chennault team that, remember, lost this game between these two teams by the count of 6-4, taking place a couple weeks ago. But here comes Chennault the other way, left side, he shot behind the net. Puck through the middle before out goes Acadiana. They're able to clear, but great pressure on the part of Chennault. Here's Matt Neal. As they gain the line, Neal gingerly across. From the left wing corner, dish behind the play from the right half wall. A shot that heads towards goal before the puck can be held in from the left point. Chennault looks to keep the puck in on the attack. They cannot. With Bill Love unable to hold the attacking end. Before here comes Chennault. Through the neutral zone. Right side, here comes Chennault in again. All this with 7 minutes to go in the second period. Glad you're with us on the Chennault Aces YouTube page with 5 minutes to go in the second period. Face-off to take place in the Acadiana defending end. But you talk about offense in the first period. It's been a little bit of a different story in period number 2.
Yeah, and I think Acadiana is doing a good job. You just saw there as they're back checking a lot more this period. Like I gave the Aces credit for, Acadiana is getting back, cutting off those plays and actually creating those offsides that the Aces have struggled with. So they're trying to play to the weakness of the Aces here with their back checking.
And they venture on the rush from behind the net. Left circle, a shot put on, but a save made on the part of Hagel. They hold it in again. Right side, a shot that missed the net before Acadiana is able to clear the puck on out. And back the other way comes Acadiana. And play is stopped with 3:35 to go in the second period. So an attacking zone face-off for Acadiana in the closing stages of the second period. A 6-3 lead for Chennault as they look to factor a dosage of revenge, you could say, after losing to Acadiana several weeks ago. And this puck vacates the attacking end for Chennault. Back they go. Brian Volmer for Acadiana sent the puck in towards the net before the puck is played in deep. The part of Bamberg with Chennault defending. Through the middle, shot blocked. The part of Acadiana's own player. Right side, a shot that came from the part of Eric Iorio. And Hamby was equal to the task to make the save. 2:20 to go, and a 2-on-1. Left side, shot well wide of the goal before the puck is played out high with 2:10 remaining in the second period. Puck funneled behind the net as Chennault looks to clear out of their own defending end, chopped out towards center. And away goes Chennault before the puck is broken up by Iorio. They send the puck in deep. A 6-3 game in the second period. And an icing call set up attacking faceoff for Chennault.
And here you might be seeing that only 2 lines of defense for Acadiana starting to take its toll as they're resorting to just dumping the pucks in deep and taking the icing, which just makes you have to skate all the way back down to your end again anyway. So a little counterintuitive, but you're just seeing the measures that Acadiana is having to resort to for being a little tired as Eric Iorio.
Here's a chance towards the right side, point blank, before Chennault wasn't able to escort a shot courtesy of Josh Neal. D to D they go in their own defending territory, go Chennault. From the right wing side, Angelo Iorio can't reach the puck as Chennault possesses within their own defending end. A pass through the middle. Leads from the left side. Creighton looks to gain entry. Creighton over the line, turns, shooting one. Stop made on the effort by Hagel. From the right circle, a shot didn't go before Chennault is able to hold the attacking line, before 2 players helicopter out of the play. And Acadiana, with 3 seconds left in the period, play comes to an end. We are through 2 periods of play. Chennault with a 6-3 lead on Acadiana.
You love to see the sportsmanship there as the Acadiana player here who took the spill, Casey Vidrine, everyone comes over to check on him. The first thing he does when he sits up is just fist bumping the Aces player who he trips over. So great sportsmanship here from these 2 teams. Great organizations on either side. Love what these 2 organizations are doing. Getting hockey to everyone here in Louisiana. It's a great sport, great state to be playing the sport, and a great morning, great game that we're watching here today as these two teams they're showing it. They're putting it all out there on the ice.
There's great mutual respect for both clubs. They have certainly showed that. You saw that with the sportsmanship. And you've seen it in the play where it has been well fought between both sides. And now we have another period on deck. We'll see what Chennault is able to provide, nursing a 6-3 lead. Now, the big question is, can they finish?
Yeah, and I think we saw what we're leading up to. We saw a little bit of foreshadowing maybe in that second period as as they start with a 5-2 lead going into the second, and they're able to maintain it. In fact, they're able to keep that lead exactly despite Acadiana coming in and scoring one. They put another one up, so we have the same 3-goal lead here for Chennault. So I think the answer is yes. I think Chennault can definitely hold this lead if they keep playing hard. They keep getting sticks in the zone, cutting off these passes, and I do think this might be the revenge game that you were mentioning earlier, as we might even end up seeing a 6-4 final here, the exact same scoreline we saw before, just going the other way.
Got a long way to go before we even think about that juncture. But within this break, look at this Chennault team. Now, first period was a scoring onslaught. The second period, however, was more of the defensive side.
Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier that I definitely think um the Chennault defense had really stepped up, and the offense stepping up on defense as well. But this second period, you really just saw a ton of pressure for Chennault all around. I mean, mentioned it again in the first period that the defense for Acadiana wasn't even able to get set up. They weren't stepping up into the plays, maintaining pressure in their offensive zone. But this time you saw Chennault doing exactly that, as they were able to maintain the zone. It felt like the entire period. And maybe they only scored, one goal here, but man, the amount of pressure that they had, it felt like it felt like they were in that Acadiana zone nearly the entire period, as players like Josh Neal and Joseph Marble are getting in deep and able to hold on to the puck, cutting off those passes. Brenton Creighton, another great player as far as forechecking and cutting off those passes from Acadiana, and just allowing Chennault to suffocate Acadiana when they're playing on offense.
And the ability to maintain that is important. Now, big question is points towards success. First, for the home side, Acadiana trailing by 3. What can they do in order to come back?
I mean, you saw there at the first part of the intermission, Eric Iorio, he's lining up in the slot, taking shots on his own goalie here, warming up his shot. So I think that's who they're going to be looking towards, is Eric Iorio here to really step up and show that talent he's capable of. But they've got to they've got to show all around. I think that second line has been great for Acadiana, specifically Nick Black and Brian Vollmer, as they had the lone goal there in the second period. I think Brian Vollmer is such a great playmaker and on puck player. Nick Black just knew, get to the slot, be there for the pass, and I think that's going to be the play for them. I'd be interested to see that third line seem to get a lot of minutes here for Acadiana as well in that second period. Rounded out by Angelo Iorio. So I wonder if there is maybe some brother to brother passing plays that we might see a little more of from Eric and Angelo. But you know, uh, you never know. You never know. I definitely think Acadiana, they're going to want to be moving their feet a little more here. And like I said, that defensive line needs to really step up here and allow them to maintain the pressure. I think they rely a lot on their counterattacks as we see the puck drop here in the third period.
Underway in period number 3. Chennault with the puck, where they look to head on the attack with the puck behind their own goal, with Acadiana trailing by 3. Puck moved ahead by Josh Neal. From the left wing side, here's Cal Comier. Towards the net mouth and harmlessly wide, towards the right side, towards the net. Comier with another chance before Acadiana with intentions to clear. Puck still played within the attacking zone. Before the puck heads on towards the net, they score! From behind the net, Chennault makes it 7-3. What a heads-up play by Josh Neal.
And there it is again, Josh Neal. I mean, he's got to be the MVP for this game. He's doing all the work that needs to be done. He's getting in there, grinding on offense, and he's making the plays. I mean, both goals and passing here. That third line really just doing a lot of work, and you got to credit Jake Messer as well, being in the slot, just drawing attention to him. Doing everything they can. I mean, they're setting up perfectly every time I see that third line.
And Acadiana scores it 7-4.
I didn't even get done talking about the aces here. Is Acadiana Tyler Gilbo going back the other way? I mean, we didn't even get to see what was going on. We were still talking about the aces.
7-4 lead for Chennault. It's been a scoring flurry to begin the third period. So here comes Acadiana. They're quickly in again, looking for renewed life. From the right side, another chance, and Ryan Manchester had the opportunity for Acadiana. They score again. It's 7-5.
And the same line, they didn't even change up. This might be Acadiana's play here, is just keeping this first line out there. As Ty Manson gets a goal shortly after Tyler Gilbo, and you'll see Eric Iorio on the ice as well. I think this is their play here, is just getting their top line, their top defensive pairing as much time on the ice as they line up after this next draw. It's the same first line that you see for Acadiana.
7-5 game, where moments ago, Josh Neal had scored to give Chennault a 7-3 lead. Here comes Chennault in again. They ventured towards the left wing side. A centered pass and a save made by Phillips. And that's the new change for Acadiana, as they have pulled Jimmy Hagel after giving up 6 goals through 2 periods. Quince Phillips is in, back the other way, right side. Puck went off the stick of Josh Bro, who had credit for the most recent goal for Acadiana. They cross the line, right wing side. Backhander towards the goal. Rebound still loose on the deck before Chennault is able to break out in the move with Josh Marble. He awaits. Left side is shot. And the puck went behind the net. With still 20 minutes and change to go in the third period. Chennault looks to gain the attacking blue line. Neal looked to cross on the attack, but instead, here is Acadiana back in their own end. As they look to preserve the attacking zone, Brian Vollmer played one deep, where Iorio, hard pass, before Chennault ventures in. Acadiana with a chance right side, and play is stopped.
Another opportunity for Eric Iorio, as again, he just is not afraid to step up into the play, even being the deepest man in for Acadiana. As he will take the puck, he'll control it all the way down the boards, he'll go all the way down to the corner, and he'll look for those, either that near side shot, or he'll look for that slot pass for a one-timer. But as no one was set up, he went for the shot there, and great save by Seth Hamby.
Black with a chance as he looked to center the puck, and instead Chennault goes the other way before the puck heads in towards the neutral zone. Puck misplayed, left side, in on the rush goes Blackman. Puck worked out high thanks to the defending Acadiana side. Through neutral zone, they cross in. Left side, shot that couldn't find its way towards the net. And through the neutral zone, Chennault goes back to defend. Pressure that comes from Iron Volmer. Chennault looks to gain the attacking red and send it in, but a steal the other way. Robbie Stewart in over the line before Chennault looks to clear. They are able to, from the right side, and send the puck on out. A minute played. And change gone in the third period. A chance from the left point where Chennault looks to go to work. And play is called with 18:40 to go in the game. Chennault with a 7-5 lead, and where we have seen 3 goals scored in the span of a minute. But it's Chennault with a 2-goal lead.
And we thought the first period was full of excitement. Now this game has been brought back to between 2 goals here as Acadia is trying to battle back. Just an exciting period of hockey we're already seeing. We're only a couple minutes into this third period, but man, this is shaping up to be just as close as that first game.
Quite the encounter the first time these two teams met, with plenty of goals, that ending in a 6-4 Acadiana victory. Straight off the faceoff, and a chance for Creighton. Puck battle that heads towards the left wing side. And out towards center. D-to-D, Chennault goes before they look to make their entry across the blue line. Trailing a pass left side with a chance that missed everybody. And there to defend for Acadiana. Here's a chance for Marble that is misplayed out through the neutral zone. In Creighton sends a pass that is broken up. Driving in right side, Iorio with a high rising shot that went off the back glass. With 17:10 to go in the third period. Iorio has it again from the right half wall, and another save made by Hamby. Iorio on it again, nearly stole the puck away, looking to do it himself, but here comes Chennault the other way, left side, Creighton over the line. He holds from the left wing circle, centering bid, and a save made by Squints Phillips with 16:45 to go in the third.
As much as I love Eric Iorio getting in deep, making these plays, I also have to give a huge shout out to Casey Vidrine here, as he is not maybe not as offensive as Eric Iorio is, but he has the defensive mind to keep his spacing there between the D and the blue line, and cuts that play off for the Aces and keeps them within 2.
So here's Acadiana with the puck in their own defensive end. They gain the line right side, where having a poke and out for Chennault was Cal Comier to break up the impending chance for Acadiana. From the left side, here's Comier. He lofts the puck in to allow Chennault to go on a change. The third period with 15:30 to go. Right side towards the net. Save made initially before Phillips pushed one aside. Another chance towards the net before the puck heads behind the goal line with 15:20 to go in the third. and the puck is launched deep, and Chennault's able to play right wing side. Here comes Josh Neal. Toe drags right wing. A shot stopped by Phillips from behind the net. Here's Neal on it again. Backhander feed towards the goal. Wide to the right. From the left point. Puck finally cleared out. And here comes offense for Acadiana. Puck available in the left wing corner. From the left half wall, centering pass right side, one-timer snapshot, stopped in the end on the part of Hamby.
And if you're Acadiana, you're really gonna owe Squints Phillips a big hug after this one, as you love to see how well he's playing in relief. Sometimes it's hard coming into a game, coming in cold, especially this late into the game. And maybe that's why we saw Eric Iorio practicing a shot, was he was actually warming up Squints Phillip here as he came into relief for the third period. But man, he's standing on his head, playing well for Acadiana.
Chennault looks to venture on the attack already, nursing a 2-goal lead. They aim for their first victory against Acadiana. Puck is stand on right side, shot towards the goal, and making the save was Phillips. From the left point, Chennault looks to go to work before the puck is sent all the way down, and this goes for icing. Not quite. Here's Chennault along the back end. They venture on the attack. They bring the puck in over the line. The left wing side. Bill Love looks to center, and they score! The net mouth presence, Joseph Marble, was in front of the net, and Chennault leads 8-5.
And this is the second goal here for the fourth line. Actually, the third goal. I apologize. The third goal for the fourth line here of Chennault. So you love to see that again. Just all four lines really just operating at the highest capacity they can as they extend their lead, and they're really wanting this win after that first loss to Acadiana a couple months ago.
Oh, 12:20 shows on the clock. Here is Acadiana from behind the net. They look to jam the puck in on Hamby, and face off to take place to the right of Seth Hamby. What's been your impression of the Chennault Bitminder as we're 12 minutes away from the end of the game?
I mean, all of the goals that we've seen Acadiana score almost entirely have been, counterattack plays. Getting the breakaways, getting the mismatches, having numbers. So I almost don't even want to say I've seen Seth Hamby play bad for a minute in this game. I mean, as much as letting 5 goals in sounds bad, it really looks like Seth Hamby is giving it his all. He's playing the best to his ability here.
Look at the shot volume that Hamby has faced, as he's made 31 saves in the game. Vollmer gains a line. He looked to chip a pass to himself. He puts a shot wide of the goal. 11 minutes to go in the third. Puck jammed to the front, and a chance from Phil Gulliman before a right wing shot that came on the part of Eric Iorio. Who else for Acadiana before the puck is finally lobbied in deep? And back deep to play the puck, and Chennault touches up for icing with 10:35 to go in the third period.
Now I do have the shot totals here. It looks like the end of the second, we saw 39-28. So we're already seeing 10 more shots this period for Acadiana, which means that Seth Hamby has saved all but one. Actually, he saved all 10. My apologies. It was 7-5 going into this third period. So it looks like he saved the last 10 shots straight here. Seth Hamby just keeping Chennault and keeping this lead for them.
In an 8-5 game. Backhand snapshot. You don't see that often. Puck is sent all the way down. All this in the final 10. Matchup between Acadiana and Chennault. Always a great event to see with Veterans Group and those that love to play the game. And certainly a special time to celebrate the greatest sport on earth. 9:20 to go in the third. Attacking zone faceoff for Chennault on the way. So aim to take the faceoff for Chennault. And straight off the draw, puck sent towards the goal, and Squints Phillips able to make the stop. So Acadiana going with a goaltender switch after 2 periods, allowing 6 goals. Jimmy Hagel was relieved. In came Squints Phillips. And this being a 7-5 game, and they score off the faceoff.
Just a great set play there by this third line, as you see Jake Messer just sitting at the point waiting for that one-timer off the draw, and just a perfect play. I mean, that's why you line up on the faceoff like that, is for that exact opportunity there. And if you're Squints Phillip, you wish you had that one back. But to Chennault's credit, that's a great lineup. That's that organization that they've probably been working on in these practices.
9-5 game. Chennault player fell behind the play. 7:45 to go in the third. And in they come. Toe drag. A shot. Score! Brennan Creighton.
And that's what you want to see for Brenton Creighton, as he's been working hard all game and had an assist to show for it, but now he gets one of his own. He's been cutting off these passes from D to D for Acadiana all game long. He's had that forecheck. You've just wanted to see this. If you've been watching his play this game, I mean, here he goes again off the faceoff.
Creighton backhander shot, and puck heads towards the left wing corner. With 7 minutes to go, away goes Acadiana from the right side, trailing 10-5. Wraparound chance, and Acadiana player fell out of the play. With 6:45 to go in the third. Boy, what relentless pressure, and what an incredible showing from Brenton Creighton. With Chennault with the puck, their own defending in, and a turnover, right side, in a bid that sizzled off the stick of the impending Tyler Brown. Chennault quickly on the puck with 6:20 to go in the third, as they are on their way to coming away with a key victory. But here comes Acadiana with other intentions, with a shot stopped by Hamby, where Acadiana hopes to keep the line, and out they go. Here is Chennault as they dish the puck right wing side. Here comes a chance that is missed by Josh Neal and played out towards center with 5:45 to go in the third, and a break. Here is Chennault with Lance Bamberg, puck behind his net. Looks to lead out with Josh Neal. Back to retrieve the loose puck. Eric Iorio yet again for Acadiana. With 5:27 to go in the third, they gain the line. And a shot from the point. High riser that is blocked fearlessly on the part of Philip Shaw. So here comes Acadiana again as they bring in a rush right side. Great defending on the part of Chennault as away. The move goes Josh Neal. He has been terrific so far. He scored 3 times and he only got a fourth.
What a play by Josh Neal, just end to end. And for a second there, I was a little worried for Chennault as Acadiana put that top line out there of Ty Manson and Tyler Gilbo and Josh Bro, but they weren't able to get anything going there. And Josh Neal just showed exactly what hard work really pays off to be, is he scores his hat trick for this game.
So Neal with the hat trick. Still a 10-5 lead for Chennault, though, after that chance for nearly a fourth goal. 4:18 to go in the third. So here's Chennault on the move. Launched in towards the right side, and this heads for icing with 4:05 to go in the third.
I mean, Acadiana's got a lot of work here to do. With how they're playing, I'm not sure how exactly they're going to do it here. As you see, that top line and Eric Iorio getting off the ice here. There's a lot of hardworking players, but it seems like they really rely on their talent to play this game. So, I think they've just got to get shot volume on Seth Hamby and see what happens.
Well, 10-5 game as Acadiana goes on the rush. Chennault will win this game, but it is because of the attacking prowess of Josh Neal playing a massive role. Brenton Creighton, those two centermen have been vital. As Chennault looks to enter again, here's Philip Shaw over the line. Taken away. Through the middle goes Nick Black. He closes in. Black with a shot that heads in towards the right wing corner with 2:50 remaining in the third period. They gain the line, does Chennault. From the right side, here comes a chance from Bill Love from behind the net. With 2:38 to go in the third and a 10-5 lead for Chennault. Moved across. Here comes Acadiana as they clear the puck on in deep. With 2:25 remaining in the third, Chennault with that 10-5 lead as they are in the driver's seat on their way to coming away with a massive win and a huge boost for the Chennault side. They gain entry over the line with 2:09 to go before away goes Acadiana to the final 2 minutes of the game. Chennault with a 10-5 lead after it was Acadiana that broke through with a 6-4 win several weeks ago. This time, Chennault in the driver's seat. Massive win for them. Here is Acadiana with intentions to defend. With 1:40 to go in the third, they gain the line right side with 1:35 remaining and sent on down to the final 90 seconds of the game. Brindley moved to the cross and away goes Chennault in on the rush. And the save stop from Phillips with 1:20 remaining in the third. Chennault looks to go D to D to the game's final 75 seconds through the middle. And the left side entry for Chennault goes TJ Murphy before Acadiana clears initially, but they are deemed offside with 55 seconds remaining in the third.
I
Do you want to
think
think
they're
of?
calling a penalty here. Actually, it looks like
They are.
Tyler Brown is going to the box here for a hook. There is the stretch pass out to TJ Murphy was cut off by a hook. Almost looked like a trip, but I think he got his stick there into it, TJ Murphy's hands. As Chennault's going to take a power play here for the last 20 seconds of this game to run the clock out.
But Chennault to win, and this is a team that has battled so much adversity where they were looking for a place to practice in, but they have had a sensational performance. Josh Neal, among others, having quite the display. To the final seconds of the period, towards the left wing corner, and the Chennault Aces have won. They have double up. Acadiana Veterans Hockey. Chennault comes away with a 10-5 victory as they make amends for their 6-4 loss against this team, Acadiana Veterans side, as they celebrate with their victorious netminder, Seth Hamby, after a 37 save performance. But Chennault putting on 53 shots on net. It's the goaltending tandem of Jimmy Hagel and Squints Phillips. Both teams to meet at center ice, the handshake line about to ensue. Always tremendous tradition, no matter what level of hockey that you go to. And there is Seth Hamby leading the line with Squints Phillips leading the handshake line for Acadiana. But what a hard fought game it was between Chennault and Acadiana here today.
And of course, all of the goals that Josh Neal had, all of the work that Brenton Creighton did, and how great Seth Hamby was in net, you still have to give a level of appreciation to Bill Love here with the chrome gold bucket. Just a beautiful helmet the team can rally around. What a sight to see, and great camaraderie from both teams here as they even afterwards they're able to talk and be friendly and hug each other after the game. Even with such a one-sided score line, both teams had some great play going both ways, and it's looking good for Louisiana hockey. As if you're in the area and you're looking to play, they are looking for more people to sign up. They're always looking for more people. They could always expand, have some more teams, as I believe these are the only two teams that play each other out here in this area. And Planet Ice, great barn to be playing in. Beautiful morning, and a congratulations to the Chennault Aces as they line up here for a photo.
And the referee there to take a photo of the winning Chennault side. Always a great tradition coming away with the win. And Chennault, boy, they certainly earned it today. 10 goals scored on the Acadiana team that beat them 6-4 the last time out. And the referees says, bring them all in. And that shows the level of respect for both Acadiana and Chennault. Such a great sight to see on this morning and turned afternoon here in Lafayette. Boy, this is such a pleasant sight to see for not just the Chennault Aces, but for Louisiana hockey as a whole.
Yeah, and we've got tons of shout outs for Chennault here. All of the links will be down in the description. Make sure you go give a like to the stream. Go give Ty Phillips a subscribe on his personal channel as well. The Chennault Aces Instagram and Facebook pages. Make sure you go give a like to them as well. But Acadiana as well, Acadiana Veterans Hockey, they are, dedicated to veterans, not only for, mental health of playing as a team, playing hockey, but also, it's just a fun sport for everyone to get involved. It doesn't matter whether you're just starting; they will accept skills of all kinds, and not just playing hockey, but just being a team and a community together as well.
And a great conjunction unit all across the grid for hockey in Louisiana with so many great teams in the region. And you see the level of respect shown by both teams. But the celebration continues. for Chennault and Acadiana for a great morning of hockey. But that's all the time that we have for today's broadcast. Special thank you to the Chennault Aviation Museum in Monroe. Link to their website if you'd like to donate to their museum. And reminder, special thank you to every one of you joining in with us here this morning turned afternoon from Lafayette, Louisiana. Chennault Aces with a 10-5 victory over Acadiana. Special thank you to everyone who makes this broadcast possible. For Tyler Phillips, our engineer, pushing the buttons on site here in Lafayette. And for Marcus Ebensteiner, I'm Danny Box saying so long and take care. And thanks for being with us. Your final score, the Chennault Aces 10, Acadiana Veterans Hockey 5. We'll see you next time on the Chennault Aces YouTube page.